What shaking Chewie Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 Road to videos. Today, going after Ken Houston. Thank you guys so much for all the suggestions. If you have any ideas on who we should do next, leave those down in the comments below. And once you see our lineup, that will probably help a little bit, which I'll show you here in a minute. But thank you guys so much for the support. It's been absolutely incredible. Let's show the lineup and then get into the snipes that got us Ken Houston. Here we are with the lineup. Nothing really changed on the offensive side. Still want to upgrade Marquise Pouncey. On the defensive side, we're running a 3-4 defense, so we really only need 2 corners. I hardly ever get out of 3-4, but if you have any suggestions, definitely let me know on the corners or any of these positions, as I'm sure you guys are going to let me know that in the comments down below, right? But today, we're going after Ken Houston. You look at this car, this is pre-boost as well. There's no chemistry boost in here. This is what this Ken Houston looks like. Like that 95 speed. Him and Sean Taylor are going to be an absolutely ridiculous duo. But let's go ahead and get into the snipes. 92 to 93, going through the chemistry. That's the filter we're using. This Reggie White at first, I really wasn't sure if I should buy it at 90,000. Now what you're going to notice is the majority of these snipes were on a Wednesday night, not over the weekend, so the Legends, of course, will go down in price throughout the weekend. But if you snipe during the weekend or the weekday, look at what they're going for on Mutthead. You can make a ton of coins. The Legends are money, which you're going to see in this video. There is so many good snipes with the Legends. Obviously, 4,500 coins isn't that much. I was hoping to get about 10,000 out of that. Unfortunately, I was not able to pull that off. But, you know that's the way it works sometimes. You take a little bit of risk. You see them selling for like 110, 120, and then unfortunately, you can't sell yours for that. You know, that just happens. But we're going to go ahead and buy this Carmichael here for 63,000. What you're going to notice also in this video is that I do not know my prices that well. So that should be hopefully encouraging to you guys sniping, is you'll see me look up prices pretty much on most of these cards. I'm not sure if it's a deal, and I'm still able to get them. So that's pretty cool. This Bettis right here, I debated. I went ahead and bought it. These Bettises are like a gold mine. You can easily make 4, 5 to 10K pretty easily on these. I've sniped so many of these cards, you know, just flipping them in. Only 4,000 coins, but honestly, there's really a low risk, so I'll go ahead and take that. This is probably not this one. The next one is one of the craziest snipes that I don't even know how it happened. This Cunningham here, I almost didn't buy this. I'm like, I see it, maybe I should buy it. These Legends are sometimes really hard to sell. The Reggie White and this Randall Cunningham, both really tough to sell, but eventually they sold and made a little bit of profit. Not as much as you would hope. 4,500 coins, of course, but still, 4,500 coins is nothing to sneeze at. You know, I'm going to be happy with 4,500 coins. I was hoping for a little bit more, but of course, that's not bad. But Mean Joe Green, not really a good deal. I think I have a couple Mean Joe Green snipes in here. Tyron Smith, you don't see anything here. This is actually pretty crazy. So we go move the sticks. Of course, we're just going through the chemistries. Matt Ryan, we click on it, up for 8 seconds, 9 seconds. How in the world did we get that Matt Ryan there? 71,000 coins plus right there. That's absolutely crazy. I have no idea how that card was still up. You'll see that with another card later as well. A snipe absolutely ginormous that was up for multiple seconds. I don't know how nobody caught that. Usually, you know, those are up for like a second or 2 seconds, and you gotta snag it quick. So this Ogden here, I just looked up. I wasn't sure if it was a good deal. He now goes for about 100, so he has to come back a little bit. I ended up selling him for like 110. Nothing too crazy, but I thought I could sell him for a little bit more. You know, we'll take it. We'll take 5,000. But that's what happens when you're sniping, especially when you're going after bigger price cards. You're gonna find that you're gonna snipe some stuff that you may hope to make more, but you end up not making what you maybe were hoping to get. This Urlacher, I'm looking it up on Mutthead. I'm like, I feel like that's a good deal, but see, I'm just sitting here. It's sitting here. I have no idea if it's a good deal. I think it's a good deal, so I go ahead and pull the trigger. You see it was up for 35 seconds. I made almost 40,000 coins, 3,700. I guess I rounded up a little much there, but 37,000 coins. Pretty solid there. If you want to try this filter out, of course, it's pretty straightforward. 9293, go to the chemistries. If you think it's too hard, it's something that you're like, I don't know if I can pull that off, or you just think it's too competitive, you can bump it down to 9091, 88 to 89. You could try that. A lot of people talk about sniping Ultimate Legends. That's also a way to do it. You see a Mean Joe Green. Here's one of them, 110,000. That's 23,000 coins right there that we just pocketed. So we're feeling pretty good right now. We're feeling pretty good. Next up, we got yeah, so like I said, we just this was all in one day. Like, this was actually just pretty straightforward. Like, nothing, like, I think this was maybe sniped, the first 500K was sniped in about 3 hours, I want to say. So if people always ask, how long does this take? About 3 hours. This isn't real time. Obviously, you can see it cutting around. I get that question a lot, but it's not real time. Andre Reed here. I actually, as you see, I wasn't sure if I should buy that. I ended up decided to pull the trigger, and I think that was a good call. So happy with that snipe. But if you want to bump it up, 94.95 also works through chemistries. 96.97 will get better as the year goes on, and then eventually I guess it would be 98.99. But right now, I think 92.93 is probably the most consistent that I like for the higher price cards. 94.95 still pretty good if you want to try the same sort of filter. This Ronnie Lott, nothing too crazy, but 10,000 coins is still pretty solid. So, we'll take it. We'll take it. So, yeah, there's a lot of things you could do, but let me know. I know I said this before, but if you're watching this and you haven't left a comment yet for whatever reason, let me know who you think we should go after next. A lot of people say Michael Vick, and I just don't know if I could put together that many snipes. I could do it in a week, but man, that's going to be a pretty long week. Like, actually a week probably pushing it pretty much. Yeah, I would have to be sniping a lot throughout the week. Making 500K a day is definitely possible, but it's not something I really want to do for a whole week. So that's quite a lot of sniping and not a whole lot of anything else. So I think we might not go with Vic, but if you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. Another Ultimate Legend. Maybe it doesn't have to be an Ultimate Legend. Maybe another card comes out. Put that in the suggestion if you want to see me pull the trigger on that card. A nice snipe here. Those have came down a lot. The Legends, of course, is over the weekend. If you're watching this over the weekend, like, these prices don't make any sense. These were bought on I believe a Wednesday or Thursday night. So the Legends are going for a lot more throughout the weekdays. People will say buy Legends on the weekend and sell them throughout the weekdays because they will go down so much on the weekend. So if you're looking for investment opportunities, of course, Legends are a way to do that. I ended up buying this Larry Wilson here. It's one of those cards, I think I just put it up like 3 times. Some of these cards, I was hoping to sell it for more, end up settling. But really, as long as you're buying cards and you're making good purchases, using Mutthead to your advantage, seeing what they're selling for, you're not really going to lose coins on a card. The only way you ever lose coins is if something comes out right when you bought a card or soon after and the market starts plummeting. But as long as you buy them, kind of just maybe don't buy them like right before, like 11 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time when big stuff drops. You never know what's coming. Sometimes we don't know what's coming. Sometimes we do. Or the weekend, like right before packs drop, maybe you don't want to invest too much on a card. But for the most part, if you look on Mutthead and you see that that they're pretty much all selling for like 150 and it's up for 100, even if he drops, I mean, that's a pretty big margin. So look at this, Adrian Peterson. This was the one. Look, 7 seconds. How the heck did that stay up for so long? I have no idea. That's the card when you click it, you expect not to get it, and we end up getting it. This Josh Gordon here at 170. Again, I'm looking this up on Mutthead. So when you see me waiting, I'm actually looking up on Mutthead. So if I can look it up on Mutthead, I know you guys can. If you have a decent internet, you can look it up. And I still I'm just I don't know if I should buy this. I refresh. I'm it's still there. And I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. 28,000 coins just waiting for somebody to take it. And we go ahead and take it. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But I know you guys may not love that I stuck to one filter in this video. And for that, I am sorry. It was just having so much success that I didn't want to change it. I was just I wanted to keep this video. I wanted to keep it. So I decided to keep it. This Matthews has come down quite a lot. All the Legends. So you'll see them selling, like they sold on Wednesday, Thursday night, whatever it was. But you will also think, man, those prices don't really seem right. Yeah, they're a little bit. They've come down, of course, since then. But yeah, so one filter. I know. I think this was still all in one night. We still haven't got to the following day. So this was all. I believe it was a Wednesday night. I sniped all these cards still, or Wednesday afternoon. So it wasn't even night. So you see a Deerdorf here. Not too much, 26,500. Not as much as the one I got on the other one, but still pretty nice. But yeah, if you guys have any good filters, definitely let us know down in the comments down below. I know Ultimate Legends. A lot of people say snipe Ultimate Legends, do an Ultimate Legends filter. Very, very good filter. I'm sure. I know a lot of people are doing it. I don't really want to do it on a video because there's really not much variance to it. Like this you can, if you're a skilled sniper, if you can snipe effectively, there's a ton of coins to be made by a lot of people. The Ultimate Legend filter, I feel like it's really competitive, super competitive, that making a video on it, not that it wouldn't be useful, I think it would be useful. I don't think it would be as good as another sort of, I guess, filter. So, nice 31,000 right there on the Cam Chancellor. Thank you very much. But, I don't know, maybe you'll disagree with that. That's basically my thought process, so why I haven't done any sort of Ultimate Legend filter. And you can still get Ultimate Legends in this sort of filter using the quality. So, there's that. So, this 151 Josh Gordon, you're like, why have you not bought it? You bought the one for 170 before. Well, fun fact, my kitten loves to play fetch. She was playing fetch. I kept throwing it, and her little mouse, she went and got it. And I look up, and I'm like, 151, why has this not been bought yet? Of course, then we go ahead and buy it once we notice it's sitting right there and happily take that. But yeah, that's why I was sitting there. That wasn't because I didn't know it was a good deal. I knew it was a good deal, but it was sitting there, and I didn't even see it. Thankfully, I got it. I one time was looking down at my phone, and there was a Calvin Johnson free safety up for 100 coins or 500 coins, one of those. And I looked down at my phone, I refreshed, I was looking down at it. I was probably looking down for like 2 minutes. I look up and I see it. It made me sick. I'm like, you can't just wait to look at your phone till after you see what refreshes. So I refresh, look at my phone, and I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So without, that definitely happens on stream as well. When I'm looking at the chat, thinking, maybe I'll read the chat while it's refreshing, and just that half second, I'll go ahead and take that up for 10 seconds. Thank you very much for that almost 10,000 coins. I think now we're on to Thursday. We didn't really snipe much. Most of these were done on Wednesday, the first 500K-ish, and then Thursday had most of the rest, and then Saturday, the day this video go live, I went ahead and finished it with an extra like 100K at the end. So that's not too bad. 556,000 coins. Ken Houston, we were expecting to pay close to $1 million, but thankfully, this Bo Jackson right here, this is the only snipe I missed. He was up for almost 15 seconds. Isn't that crazy? That nobody else got that, but I mean, somebody got it eventually, but I don't even know how that was up for so long. But yeah, this Larry Allen here, wasn't sure if it was a good deal. Of course, like you see, I'm looking it up. I have no idea. End up deciding to pull the trigger, I guess. Like this, eventually I decided to pull the trigger for 80,000. End up selling, I think, for 100,000. So again, 10,000 coins. If you know your prices, know how to use Mudhead, that was like 40 plus seconds, 10,000 coins. Obviously, you have to have the coins as well, but I mean, that's still pretty solid. Still pretty solid. So looking pretty good. 500 plus, 566,000 coins in Ken Houston. I thought it was going to be about $1 million, but since the Ultimate Legends, you expect them to go down over the weekend. We got it for much cheaper, which is nice, and it actually even fell even more after this video, which, I'm a little upset that I overpaid a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. We made the coins. We're not really out of anything. We sniped all of them, so no money spent. That's what's up. 572,000 with not that much sniping. I mean, hours-wise, I'm not exactly sure. I know, like I said, the first 3 hours took about the first 500K took about 3 hours. So that was really good. I will say the last bit probably took more than that. So if I had to guess, about 7 hours total, which isn't too bad. It's about what you would expect, I think, if you're a decent sniper, to be able to pull this amount of coins. But of course, if you're just getting started, there's no way. It's definitely possible. There's probably cards that I missed throughout this whole, maybe not this specific video because it's cut, but when I was sniping, I'm sure there was other cards that I missed that I just didn't even realize they were good. Drone Bettis, that was a perfect refresh, and I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. 6,500 coins, I mean, why not? Why not, right? I mean, I saw it, 34. Those Bettises are such good deals. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. But there's definitely stuff that I missed, especially the Legends. The Legends are ones that you can make so many coins on. Like I said, 45,000 here. Now, this card, this was one that I'm like, that's got to be a good deal. It's got to be a good deal, right? And I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. I eventually decided. I looked it up. It was up for over a minute. I only made 4,500 coins. I was hoping I could make more there, but I mean, again, it's not it's not the worst thing to be making 4,500 coins. It's just a little frustrating when you have to put it up like 3 times. I was trying to get like 15K out of it. End up having to settle a little bit. But this Harrison here, the only one up, selling for like 120 at the time. So I look it up. I got to buy this, obviously, once I see it's going up for 120. I go ahead and buy it, 76,000. Of course, I'm going to buy it. And then it just plummeted in price. So, you know, unfortunately, that's because, you know, the Legends, just people kept posting it. I don't know. It's silly. Absolutely silly how quickly he fell. But I think actually we might already be on Saturday. So maybe I sniped a little bit more, maybe a couple 100K on Saturday. So that's not too bad. I think most of this then would have been on 3 hours on a Wednesday night and probably a couple hours on a Saturday is the majority of these snipes. So that's not too bad. You see it's Michael Irvin. This card right here, Michael Irvin, if you did not know, the card is absolutely amazing to snipe. I said this in, I think, the last Road 2 series, a Road 2 video with the Marshawn Lattimore. Absolutely amazing card. Doug Baldwin here. You're probably like, how do you not know this is a good deal? I don't know, okay? 93 overall receiver. I'm like, why would he cost so much? He actually does cost a lot. I was very surprised. 131 looked cheap because I'm like, I never see this card, one, and I had no idea what he went for. And it was actually pretty cheap. 35,500 coins in profit there. I would say that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. So we're already almost 650,000 coins. I think this was about 40 cards we sniped all together. Obviously some pretty big ones and some not so big ones. There was a few cards in here that I left out just because they didn't really offer anything. I made a few thousand, but didn't really any, or I don't think I lost any coins when I was doing this, but there might have been a card in there that might have lost a few of them. I think it might have been a Boye Team of the Week. I ended up losing, I want to say like 1,000 coins on it, but you know what? It happens. But yeah, we're at 674,000. We know, again, I'm still thinking it's about 1 million coins. I didn't realize that he had fallen so much. So I'm still, still sniping along. And guess what? Another Michael Irvin. I knew I could sell him for 84. I sold my last one for 84. So I sell that one for 84. And again, just absolutely easy coins. 685,000. Pretty straightforward, using the same filter, and you would think it gets boring, but as long as you're kind of putting restraints on how much you want to do it, I wouldn't recommend doing like 5 hours of sniping without taking a break, or maybe even an hour or two. You probably should be doing about a half hour, 45 minutes, hour at most increments. This Mean Joe Green, I didn't even realize, like, seriously, 26,000 coins. Seriously, how did I not know? I already sniped one earlier in the video, but I guess it was because the Legends had come out. I thought maybe the prices had fallen with the Legend packs out there, but really that was still physical front. Mean Joe Green, that guy goes for a little bit. You just saw I think that was my Mean Joe Green. So right after I got that Mean Joe Green, go ahead and see a Jonathan Joseph there, 43,000. I immediately knew that was a good deal, and yeah, you see it. We're climbing. We're doing well. We, 700 plus easily, 727. It's looking good. It's looking good. One filter, one dream, getting this card that you guys wanted me to get, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do with Sean Taylor. You see, how many times in this video are you probably looking at it and be like, how does he not know that this is a good deal? When it's 21,000 coins. I know. I'm sorry. I did not know it was a good deal. That is why you see me looking up. You're probably thinking a lot less of my sniping skills, but I don't know every single price. Believe it or not, I also use Mudhead. Mudhead is a great tool, and it will really help you out. A lot of these cards, you'll see them up for like 50 seconds, not an hour, a minute, or maybe even over a minute, you'll see them. And this is probably the worst of all. How did I not know that was a good deal? He was up for 30 seconds, 43,000 coins. How did I not know? I know, guys. I know. Don't think less of me, okay? When you see something like that, please do not think less of me, because I try really hard, okay? I try really hard. And I sometimes am silly and don't see, certain things, but I apologize. I do apologize. That sometimes, okay, look at this. Second slot. Look how long that was up for. 35 seconds. Larry Allen. How does that make any sense? 836,000. And if you're watching this when this goes out, you're probably thinking you already have enough coins. Yeah, I didn't realize I had enough coins, so I'm still sniping. I'm still thinking, I'm going to keep going until I have enough. 836,000. I feel like I'm like at least it probably fell like 900,000, maybe a little bit. So we'll keep going and see if we can hit something else. And sure enough, we hit one little Ed Reed here. Not really little. I mean, 12,500 is not little. And all of a sudden, we're at 848,000. So we're like, hey, why don't we go ahead and check out how much Ed Reed is going for? So you see, we're almost at 4 million coins. Hello? And by Ed Reed, I mean Ken Houston. So we go over. We're looking at it. We're going to go ahead and say, strong safety, 96.97. You see him over there. He's under 800K. I'm like, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I already looked him up on my head, so I knew that was the cheapest one, if you're wondering. We go ahead and buy Ken Houston. We put him into our lineup. You see it. Comparing him to Sean Taylor. This is with John Madden boost as well. Just tier 1 John Madden, 96 speed. Look, this card is absolutely disgusting. That play rec, he's going to play the run really well, even without having the tackling, not having secure tackler. He's going to get there. Hopefully, he's able to make the play and make the tackle. Secure tackler is the only reason this is not an in-game strong safety, but he's still going to be amazing with Sean Taylor out there. And you look at the team, and it's looking good. I'm not going to lie, it's looking good, but you guys are probably not happy that we don't have a third corner out there. We got, well, it's not Patrick Peters and Jalen Ramsey out there, so maybe you're not happy with that. But we honestly only run 3-4. Maybe we'll switch our scheme. But why invest in a third corner when you have two great corners? And AJ Boye has played absolutely amazing, and he's NAT. So I really don't want to invest in another corner. But it's not just my say; it's also your say. So if you have any suggestions on who we should pick up for the next video, or just pick up in general, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a Road 2 series. It doesn't have to be in the Road 2 series. It could just be a pickup. I still want to upgrade my center. I like Le'Veon Bell. He's actually been pretty solid. My offense looks really good. It's really the defense that I want to probably upgrade. I don't really see anybody that is immediately needed to upgrade, but maybe you disagree when you see Patrick Peterson or Jalen Ramsey as my third corner. That might make you freak out a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but I just never felt the need to upgrade it when I only have two corners out there every single play. You know what I'm saying? All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to leave those comments. I've said that like 12 times in this video, but I really do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.